I've stopped time because I want to do some thinking. I would normally do this off camera, but I do know that several of you like to participate in the thinking process, and also you have some very, very good ideas. Firstly, I just want to show you what a fantastic set of colours we've got. This tree over here is outstanding. I'm up on my roof at the moment, or what will be my second floor, and look at I'm going to take a photo of that. Look at the garden. Doesn't that look beautiful? Obviously a lot has come to fruition, but I do want to go into creative, and I want to go and have a look to, let me go back to F4. Yeah, I'm having troubles getting out of, creative, but there we go. Right, let's go back to F4. And what I want to do is to go to game mode 2, right? And I want to have a look at this area. Now, this area is where I'm settled at the moment. And we have animal pens. We have room over here to expand. We have room over here to expand. So we do have room to expand should we need it. And I just want to say, guys, look at that tree. That is spectacular, as is this one down here. So it's an area I like, and I am very, very attached to this bay and the feel of it and the colours. In summer, the sea goes the most beautiful pale colours. Can you see it? We're on limestone sand and it makes it look gorgeous. So I'm very, very happy in this area, but I don't think I should close my mind to whether I should move to the area I've called Resource City. Now, what I have found out is that if I want to get out of my own area, the terrain to the east of me is absolutely horrific to get out of, and it curves all the way round me. So in effect, this gap here where I came down from spawn and the coastal path up there are the only easy routes out of here, and neither of them go in a direction I'm interested in. Oh my gosh, I've got frost over there. So I was thinking about tunnelling, but the scale of this, it's just going to mean hours and hours and hours of digging. Let's just pick up the speed a bit. Now, I'm very interested in an area I found over here. If you remember, we came through this swamp at night, and this is where I found the high fertility soil. And then there's an area over here. Whoa, we're in the cloud. Let's go down a bit. That's a nice clearing. It's not my sort of place though. But there is this high plain here. And I would have the opportunity of settling maybe here. Do I want to do that? I mean, we could settle up here. It's a beautiful place, beautiful view. I mean, it would make sense to settle here. We've already got fruit trees, we've got rapid water, although remember I've stopped time. We've got plenty of ruins, we've got masses of land. Do I want to settle here? Pretty spectacular views. base our land here. I could move everything here. Moving a base is always difficult. Got brown coal here. This is such a resource-rich area. It's just not true. I'm quite sure that, I mean, this does look like an archaeology place where you would have a village here. You know, we would settle on this hill if we wanted to. It's tempting, isn't it? Because we could build something spectacular here. Sun comes up here and goes down over there. It's within easy reach of other lands. It's so tempting to settle here. And I'm sure most of you would say, look, Ashantin, this is the obvious thing to do. Move to here. You've already got rapid water. You can have water wheels. You're high up. I think this land is actually quite high. Yeah, 141. I mean, you can put a windmill here and it's going to be effective from the word go. I'm just not sure I want to live here. I know in my last world many of you felt I'd settled in the wrong place. I mean, I was in a very difficult terrain, but somehow it became absolutely spectacular. The other side of it is if I go back home, I've also got clearings here. The other thing is I'm not near a wolf or a bear spawn, to my knowledge, where I'm near both. Then we go back across this, what is appalling terrain on most of my island. I mean, you've seen me hopping up and down in the forest areas, but I really have got a seriously jagged terrain, and I hadn't meant to generate something like that. It smooths out over there. Whoa, hang on. Let's come up out of the jungle. I'm so busy looking at things. Or we come back to our little bay here. Where I'm crammed in. Endless sea ahead of us. Beautiful views over there. It's a very difficult decision for me, this. It's not difficult to move the animals. You've seen that I can use teleporters to move our animals. That's not an issue. These farms can be replicated. We can replicate the farms. We can take all the fences with us. We can take all the paths with us and just leave a base here for emergencies. And then we could move over here. Let's go back and have another look. I shouldn't take any notice of the fact that there are fruit trees. Now if I move my base to here, it will slow me down. It will completely slow me down. And I've never moved a base before. We would have to dig out farms. That's no problem. We've got buckets, we've got water up here. We can put in animal pens easily. I suspect we've got a few. No, that's just a cut through. We can cope with that. Yeah, we've got more nice blocks here. We've got brown coal underneath, which I hadn't seen. God knows what will come out of that. If we were to settle, we would settle here. We will always live on the edge of the water. And this is a pretty spectacular view. What have we got over here? Deer, bees, chickens. I mean, we've got all the requisite things. We've got a beautiful area here. I mean, I generated this map because I fell in love with the bay I'm in. This is a very difficult decision for me. Very difficult. We have a really nice swamp area here. Seems odd to be describing a swamp as a really nice area, but it is attractive. Look at all the different colours. We have blue sea on 3 sides effectively. We have hyenas, who are always a useful resource, even though I understand they've been nerfed a lot. What's over here? Another huge cave. So we would be basically, we would be living above this. Is that, that's limestone. I thought it was bauxite for a minute. Ooh. Oh my lord. One could, oh dear. Yes. I'm not sure about that. We've got peanuts here. I mean, this is so resource rich and a spectacular view. We could rebuild a white tower here. I am so tempted. Let's look at the rainfall. Common. Yes, let's look at the rainfall where we are. So it's a really difficult decision. You see, from here I can travel easily by boat and by raft, because I can travel to other areas. Let me have a look on my map. Yeah, what I'm seeing is other land here. I can see land here, and I think what I'm seeing across here is this land. What am I looking at there? This set of cliffs. Okay. And there's more land down there. What am I looking at there? Oh, I'm looking at my own island. That's fine. But if I live here, there's a sea route out here, there's a sea route out here. We could always dig a channel here if we want to get across there. But rainfall is common. I go a little bit this way to here. Oh, got blue mushrooms. Okay. And rainfall is uncommon there. I have a feeling that rainfall is common in the bay where I am. Let's go back and have a look. You can see how torn I am. I'm in love with my bay, which is over there marked by that stunning red tree. We are not very far away in terms of land, but in terms of difficulty of getting across here, it's awful. Now, let's just go down to where we normally live in here. Let me just go forwards a bit. There we are. Sorry, it's a bit jerky. I do love my bay. I do love my bay, but life could be a lot easier elsewhere. What a difficult decision. See, I've got a lot of infrastructure here, but we could reduce it down to here and we could just move all this. And then coming across here, I wanted to see what the rainfall was here. Yeah, it's uncommon. Okay, let's go back and see if there is. I mean, that's something that we would have to. Oh, look at my bridge. Something we would have to take into consideration. I'm not a fan of rain. I live in England, and we tend, particularly the area I live in, which is, I live, on the south coast, so we tend not to get a lot of snow or anything like that, but we do get rain. So all this area where I would want to settle, what is it here? Common. Common. Yeah. To settle here, it would be uncommon. No, it is common still. Ooh. Oops, I'm in a tree. So, now my last house, we ended up in a common rainfall area. We really did. And we learned to live with it. Let's just start time. All right. Yeah, everything's moving. Sun is coming up. I want to see how the sun looks. And then if I look at my map, up here we have a load of resources. But I mean, we can link our base here with this area. Such a difficult decision. Yeah. See, I'm looking at the difficulty of this site in comparison to the ease of this site. Of course, on a nice sunny day, it's going to look wonderful. our forge would be here. We would look out, raining or not, we would look out on this astonishing view. Let's just get that off my bar. Is that a wolf or anything? No, there are deer in this forest. And what is that? Deer. So we've got deer. We've got hyenas. We're on limestone. What's that? It's a hyena. Yeah, we've got, oh, we've got high fertility soil. And we are on limestone. Again, all these ruins are limestone, cobblestone. I'm watching the sun go over and the deer. I can't see any bears or wolves. They do tend to be in the more wooded climes. Would I want to live there? No. See, always, and this is true of real life, always I want to be next to the sea. Always. This would be where I would settle. Would I settle here, on the edge here? No. Would I settle here? Too close to that. I think I would settle on here. And we would have to put up with the fact that we have a vast cavern underneath us. And what is the temperature here? 33 degrees. I mean, this is a hot area. We don't have enough maple trees here. We'd have to bring more maples. This is a hot area. We do not have enough maple trees. We would have to bring our beautiful, beautiful maple trees with us. I am having such difficulty here. And that's a rabbit. But as I said, the last couple of days I've played, and that's in-game days, I have actually been very, very aware. Yeah, we are near a very big forest here. Of this land here is so difficult. And I use teleporters. It's not the end of the world. And I do like the way this build is coming on. I do like this, but this could be put on a hill. Yeah, and I'm definitely on top of a hill up here. This is such a resource-rich area. I feel as if I would... In England, we had, in the Iron Age, we had iron hilltop forts, and they were very much like this. You would have a hilltop like this, which would be fortified with dikes all round the edge, and on the top of the hill you would have these ponds, because they would be used for catching rainwater, and you would have a fortified hilltop so that you could see all around you. There's a place called Maiden Castle, that's M-A-I-D-E-N, that would be like this. Oh my gosh. And we've got rapid water here. How does it look further in the day? Yeah, we've got stuff coming up. I'm not worried about that. Is that a bear? It's a deer. Okay. We do have maples over here, though we wouldn't overlook them. We have a beautiful forest here. Well, rain or not, yeah, this is what it looks like when the sun is setting. Is it setting over there? Oh, it's up here. This is what it looks like. There's a mountain there. Yeah, that's a bit of a grim area across there. Very green here. There is so much stone. Oh, we've got tree mushrooms too. There is so much stone here. Oh my gosh. Well, my friends, I love the build I've got, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to move to here. I mean, this view is just too gorgeous for words. There are going to be problems living over this thing, because everything's going to come up here. On the plus side, it's limestone rock, so we have our own built-in quarry should we want it, and we can section off parts of it. And look at this, we will have a water wheel, which is new technology, therefore I want to use it. I think we have to move. I honestly think we have to move. There. No, higher up. This is the level, isn't it? This is where we want to be. My. Yeah, this is too tempting for words. We could move all our animals over here. I don't think I've ever come across quite such a resource-rich area. It's the sheer volume of limestone rock. And I have to say, ease of access. Ease of access is much more than I've got at the moment. Because we can come up the middle here. And this is what I did the other night, actually. I was coming up here. We came through the middle, we picked up goodies in the swamp, and then do you remember I had the most horrendous problems getting up? I may have cut this bit out. I was in the pitch black, finding my way through this awful, awful terrain to here. And then we come back to this beautiful white and blue paradise where we have worked so hard to make this look nice, and where it would be spectacular. Sorry, I've been far too long. I have such a difficult decision to make, and I'm not sure which way to go. Well, my friends, if you're still with me after all that, what would you do?